Guyana's permanent representative at the United Nations, Ambassador Caroline Rodrigues-Burkett, explained that the draft resolution stemmed from deep concerns over the humanitarian crisis in Gaza.
It was prompted by the Council's deep concern over the catastrophic humanitarian situation in Gaza, including what was unfolding in North Gaza, and the need for an urgent response to that situation.
Rodrigues-Burkett added that the resolution was presented at a time when there was growing concern about rising tensions in the Middle East and the impact it could have globally.
The text before us recalls the Security Council's primary responsibility to uphold international peace and security and demands an immediate, unconditional, and permanent ceasefire to be respected by all parties, and reiterates the Council's demand for the immediate and unconditional release of all hostages.
Guyana repeatedly made calls for a ceasefire in Gaza, stressing that violence and genocide have no place in a modern society. The Biden administration faced criticism after the U.S. became the sole nation to vote against the resolution. Deputy U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations, Robert Wood, justified the veto, insisting that any ceasefire must prioritize the release of hostages.
The United States worked for weeks in good faith to avoid this outcome. We made clear throughout negotiations we could not support an unconditional ceasefire that failed to release the hostages.
He stressed that the Council had previously called for a durable end to the war and must come with the release of the hostages, since these two goals are inextricably linked.
This resolution abandoned that necessity, and for that reason, the United States could not support it. Simply put, this resolution would have sent a dangerous message to Hamas. There's no need to come back to the negotiating table.
Meanwhile, Malta's UN Ambassador Vanessa Fraser thanked Guyana for its leadership, but expressed disappointment over the Council's failure to act.
It is deeply regretted that, due to the use of the veto, this Council has once again failed to uphold its responsibility to maintain international peace and security.
Members wrongly criticized the U.S. for blocking the resolution put forward by the Council's 10 elected members: Algeria, Ecuador, Guyana, Japan, Malta, Mozambique, South Korea, Sierra Leone, Slovenia, and Switzerland. The Gaza conflict sparked by Hamas' October 7, 2023 attack that killed 1,200 Israelis and captured over 250 hostages has led to over 44,000 deaths in Gaza. The Council's inability to pass the resolution marks the fifth failed attempt to address the crisis since Guyana joined the Security Council in January for a 2-year term. Tiana Cole reporting for the HGP Nightly News.